As I said before, I'm the rural candidate. I've lived on the farm my entire life, made my living. My sons are making their living on the farm, and I'm used to a town without even a flashing light. I think this district is highly rural. It's 29 counties with only 2 big urban centers of Lubbock and Abilene. And as I said earlier, if the rural health is good, then the city health is also good, because all that money finally comes to town. I think I'm independent. I think some of the other candidates don't understand what independent means. You know, I'm an independent farmer. I'm here to help the independent oil man. I'm here for the independent medical provider, and also the independent school district. I think that's huge in this area. We've got over 60 independent school districts in this district, and some of the candidates are even though it's a state issue, they're for school vouchers. I'm totally against school vouchers because it would just torpedo the independent school districts. You know, from the medical providers, we've got lots of rural clinics and rural health care, and that's a big issue throughout our region. We've got a lot of senior adults. They don't need to have to drive 100 or 150 miles to get their health care. I'm all for local control. I'm a bottom-up kind of guy, not a top-down. I think this administration that we've been under the past 8 years has definitely been driving the train. The Congress holds the purse strings. We've got to get back to regular order. Speaker Ryan promised that we get back to regular order, and that's where we'll refer things to a committee, and we'll have subcommittee hearings, and a bill will be introduced, not waiting on the omnibus spending package. We've had so many things ran under the omnibus spending package that have just caused us all a lot of grief out here in rural America. So I think we've got to be real careful who we send up there. We don't want to send somebody that's planning on becoming a lifetime politician. I'm for term limits. I think, though, the term limits on Congress needs to be 10 years. That would be 5 terms. I think it takes a decade to actually cause any change in government. I think we've got to work to add more value. We've got to interject some way to help pay for the technology on the farm. That's the biggest cost of a farm today, is technology. If you talk to any farmer, 30% or more of their budget is going to technology fees and subscriptions and things such as this, and there's no way to pay for that, and that's part of the margin that's gone out of farming. We're efficient enough to grow these cheaper commodity prices, but the technology bills are taking all the money away from us. If you're affected by ag, energy, health care, or education, I think I'm your candidate. I'm going to have your back in Congress. If you're an ag banker or just a real estate banker, I'm going to have your back, because I understand this entire district. I've traveled the entire district, lived in it my entire life. I think that you're just as important in Breckenridge as you are in Seminole. You're just as important in Plainview as you are in Abilene. I think we've got to realize that we're somewhat different in West Texas, in the big country, from the rest of the United States, and we've got to use that to our advantage. Thanks. I'd like your vote. I'm Don Parrish.